In this video, we will talk about how to multiply square roots. So here's the rule. If we have a square root of a times the square root of b, that can be rewritten as the square root of a times b. So for example, let's say we have the square root of 7 times the square root of 3. According to this rule, we can just multiply a and b and place them under the same square root. So 7 times 3 is 21. So we would say this is equal to the square root of 21. And that's our final answer. All right, let's try another one. Let's say we have 5 times the square root of 3 times 8 times the square root of 2. So in this scenario, when we have numbers outside of the square roots, we first multiply those two together. So we'll say 5 times 8. That's 40. So we get 40. And then the square root of 3 times the square root of 2, remember we can use this trick again, where we just say 3 times 2, that's 6. So we'll say the square root of 6. So our final answer is 40 times the square root of 6. All right, let's try another one. Let's say we have 5 times the square root of 3 times 2 times the square root of 12. So once again, we'll start by multiplying these numbers on the outside of the square roots. So we'll say 5 times 2, that's 10. And then we have the square root of 3 times the square root of 12. So 3 times 12 is 36. So we get the square root of 36. Now, you'll notice that the square root of 36 is actually an integer. That's just equal to 6. So what we really have is 10 times 6, which is equal to 60. So in this case, our final answer is 60. All right, let's try one more example. Let's say we have 7 times the square root of 6 times 9 times the square root of 3. So once again, we'll start by multiplying these numbers on the outside of the square roots. So 7 times 9, that's 63. And then we'll multiply the square roots. So 6 times 3, that's 18. So we get the square root of 18. Now when we have the square root of 18, we want to check, can we simplify this at all? So if we wanted to, we could rewrite this as 63 times the square root of 9 times the square root of 2, since 9 times 2 is equal to 18. And we'll notice that the square root of 9 is just 3. So what we really get is 63 times 3 times the square root of 2. So 63 times 3, that turns out to be 189. So our final answer will be 189 times the square root of 2. So keep that in mind. If you're able to simplify the value in the square root at all, go ahead and do that.